It's been exactly 1 month since Stadia debuted, and when it did come out, we made a video just about a day after using it, and a lot of things have changed in that amount of time since the day it debuted to this point now where we are. And there's a lot of things that are gonna change in the next few months, and so we're not ready to really do a full review of Stadia because all of Stadia that was promised isn't available yet, but we want to give you some thoughts after using it for exactly a month. Today's video is brought to you by NordVPN. They're the VPN of choice for millions and millions of users because they're great at what they do, which is keeping you safe and secure when you're online, whether you're at home or out and about at a coffee shop or something like that. If you'd like to learn more about them and their services, head over to chromeunbox.com/NordVPN to learn more and get started today. Let's first talk about a couple of the hiccups that started at launch and things that were expected to be there that weren't there and have been fixed since. One of those was latency, and we reported on that with our initial video and in some articles that we were running into issue with latency only on the Chromecast when using the controller. And we got some feedback with that, and come to find out, it basically is just a TV setting for a lot of TVs that have gaming mode on them. And without that turned on, there's some general latency between the HDMI port and the screen. Once you turn gaming mode on, that goes away, and that was really never on Google. But now that more people know about this, most people aren't really complaining about latency with the controller or on a console or on a desktop or anything on their phone. Latency just really hasn't been an issue at all. Next up are the buddy passes. So these things were promised again for day one, and we didn't have them. And after a few days, we finally got our first buddy pass, and then Google's turned around and even issued a second buddy pass for Founders Edition users. And so they've not only fixed the issue, they've actually made it a little bit sweeter. So now we all have a second friend that we can invite for an extra 3-month full trial of the Pro version of Stadia. On top of fixing those issues that were there, they've also rolled out quite a few of the features that were, again, promised and not delivered on launch day. So Google Assistant is now along for the ride. It's a little bit limited, but you can do a handful of things like launch games and ask about the weather from your Stadia controller. Additionally, users with Chromecast Ultras that weren't shipped with the Stadia package now have a firmware update. They can play Stadia as long as they have a controller. They can play Stadia on their Chromecast with the original Chromecast Ultras. Google has additionally gone above and beyond what they promised. They had said there were going to be 1 game per month for Pro users to use and claim for free, and now we're up to 4 already in the beginning of December. So they've kind of added on to what they initially said they were going to do, and there's 4 total games for Pro users. Finally, Google has delivered on one of the features that they promised for Stadia back when they announced it, and that is Stream Connect. And it's just the ability to see multiple screens from multiple players all on the screen at one time. So think about Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint and being able to see all of your teammates' screens all on your screen all at the same time so you can see their perspectives. That's stuff that you can't do on normal consoles or normal computers, but Stadia, because of cloud computing, can leverage this and do it really well. Now that we have all that out of the way, all the features that have been added and all the new stuff that's shown up and all the things that have been fixed, I still think there's a ton of other features that are going to be added, like game state saving, and so, people being able to live stream 4K onto YouTube and all those things that Stadia promises that only Stadia really is going to be able to deliver on that are going to come in the next few months. Those things all sound great and that's all exciting. But right now, what's it like to play Stadia? What's it like to actually sit down and use this as a console, as my platform, as the thing that I play AAA games on? For me, it's been kind of enlightening, and what it's helped me realize is that I'm not really that hardcore of a gamer in general, and that's probably good news for people that make Stadia, because I don't think Stadia is really aimed at hardcore competitive gamers. I think it's aimed at people like myself, like people around our office who play games, but they're not playing games for hours and hours on end, because games have gotten so complex and so intricate and so difficult, to be honest with you, that I find myself a little overwhelmed by all of it. But the cool part is I'm not sitting around and thinking about how Stadia works. I'm not sitting there thinking about, well, did the thing move when I moved my controller? Or how do I get this thing to start up? Or can I play it on this? Or can I play it on that? Or what hardware do I need to have? I don't have to think about any of those things when I go to sit down and play a game on Stadia. Instead, all I'm thinking about is how bad I am at most games, how bad I am at Destiny, and how I'm never probably going to be very good at all because I just don't have the time to dedicate to it. And I think that's a testament to where Stadia is right now. In general, underneath all the features and underneath the game announcements and underneath all that stuff, Stadia is a platform that does work. And I think you'll see that across anybody, whether the reviews are good or bad, and whether we say it's in beta or whatever the case may be. At this point right now, the truth is Stadia in general works. They deliver on the promise of cloud streaming, cloud gaming, and this platform that exists elsewhere. And when you get down to gaming and when you actually sit down to play, you completely lose the fact that that's happening. And I think that's almost magic feeling. It is something that when I realize what's happening, when I realize what's going on behind the controller or behind the keyboard and mouse, I keep getting blown away by on a regular basis, because it doesn't make sense that on a couple $100 Chromebook, I'm playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint and it looks the way that it does. It just doesn't even make any sense. And yet I keep finding myself not even caring that it's doing whatever it's doing in the cloud or how they're able to make this all work. I just know that it's working, and I click the button, I play the game. Yesterday when Ghost Recon came out, I was able to go to the store and look and see it, click it, purchase it, hit play, and start playing immediately. And it was such a cool experience. And overall, for me, as a casual gamer, that has been probably the biggest win here. I'm excited about all the features that are coming. I'm excited about new titles coming like PUBG and Fortnite. I'm excited about all of those things and all the promises Stadia has made. But for right now, what I'm most encouraged by is the fact that Stadia does work, and it's fun to play and it's fun to use. And I believe that when we get to the point where Stadia Base launches in February, as long as we have more titles and people stick around and people keep coming to play, Stadia is delivering on the promise of cloud gaming without latency. And I think the sky's kind of the limit with this thing, as long as they keep pushing titles out, keep pushing features out, and keep attracting new players. But guys, that's been it for this one. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Go down there and hit that subscribe button, and make sure and hit the notification bell to be alerted when we make new videos just like this one in the future. Till next time, we'll see you.